All right, welcome everybody. We're doing something a little different today, actually. I got Lucio here. It may look like we're playing a basketball game. That's because this is kind of what we do when we have deep discussions about shit. And we're having a deep discussion about the trailers we've seen so far for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Injustice. And we're gonna give our thoughts on that whole situation.
So, I'm not sure if they'll be deep in so much as they'll be so shallow. They will be so shallow that they will create the illusion of depth.
Yes.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
And possibly full of lots of rage.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. So we've seen the latest preview and all that, and we're gonna get to that big shit in a minute. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna save that for at least a couple of minutes. A couple of things that seemed pretty good. How about we go to that? Cavill, he seems like he's still he's going to slip right back into Superman. I think he's going to do his normal good job there. What'd you think of Affleck?
I think Affleck, he's putting an interesting spin on Bruce Wayne. I haven't seen this Bruce Wayne before.
Yeah, he gave him like a little bit of a dickishness.
Admittedly, I'm not an avid DC reader. So my knowledge of the whole Batman mythos is kind of limited to the animated series, animated films, and
just saying good block
that I've seen about iconic Batman storylines.
Yeah.
So I actually for what I've seen so far, I like Affleck's take on Bruce Wayne.
It does seem pretty good. I mean, I don't know if he'll do a great job on it, but I think he's doing pretty well, and I like his look for it.
Yeah, I mean, he shot the cocksure grin when when the guy mentioned Bruce Wayne. So,
yeah.
When he mentioned the Batman and what he thinks about him. So, okay.
And I like the fact that they use the.
There'll be some cheesy moments where.
Sure. I like the suit too.
If Bruce Wayne were truly the world's greatest detective, he would obviously know that this is Clark Kent. The glasses and the curls, they change nothing.
Yeah, for real.
Well, actually, in this, he doesn't have the curl anymore. Look,
no.
He has it slicked back a bit more now.
Yeah. Well, I think didn't he? I mean, he did that in Man of Steel too, didn't he? Did he have the curl in Man of Steel? Or was that? I think you're just thinking of Ralph.
No. I don't think it was a curl. More so, it was kind of just brushed back, sort of messily.
Okay.
But it wasn't like a full-on curl.
I feel that. But I really like Affleck's new costume design. It's based off of the Frank Miller comic book, the Dark Knight Returns and all that stuff. That looks really cool.
Right.
It was cool that we got to see what I assume is the Jason Todd outfit, and he makes that little comment about how nice dunk. He makes that little comment about clowns.
On the baseline.
Yeah, and so that was really cool, and also just like I like Affleck's attitude to it, but they fucked up his voice a little bit again. Like I don't know what is their obsession with like fucking up Batman voices. Because, like, I don't know if you saw it at the end. He speaks and he says, like, it's when Wonder Woman comes out. And he's
Right. Well, let's hold on. Well, do you want to hold on to Wonder Woman for now? Well, actually, you know what? Let's bring it on.
Yeah, fuck it.
Anyway.
It's just, this is the things we like about it.
In line, along with what you were saying, he did do Batman voice in the situation with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And I know how much you hated Batman voice in the Dark Knight series.
That so I did.
I was going to ask what you think about Affleck Batman voice.
I think it's better than Bale. Like, I did not... I really dislike... Oh, damn, that sucked. Yeah. No, I hated the voice that they gave Bale. I like Bale as Bruce Wayne and stuff like that. I hated that Batman voice.
Right.
It's weird because actually, like, the whole Batman changing his voice thing, that started with Kevin Conroy from the animated series, and he's the only one that's done it well yet.
Really?
Like, yeah, nobody else really did it well. I mean, I think Val Kilmer tried a little bit. Clooney just didn't give a fuck. Bale tried it and failed miserably, and now Affleck tries it, and it's okay. Damn it!
Okay.
Come on, Walt!
Now, What do you now? What do you think? What role do you think Wonder Woman's gonna play in this? Do you think she's gonna be a pivotal character, or is she?
I think she's just gonna show up for the fight.
As far as my understanding so far is, she will be a representative of Themyscira.
I can see that.
Kind of like a UN rep or something. Something to that effect.
I can see that. I think she's just. I don't think she's going to be like a pivotal character or anything. Like, I don't think she's going to be in there for like a super huge amount of time or anything. I think she's just going to kind of show up and be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm here. I'm going to help you guys out." Oh yeah! Boom! Slab a jam. But so yeah, so that's what we think about Batman and all that stuff. I think Affleck's. I think he's got potential to do a really good job. Affleck is a decent actor. He can be funny if he's got a good script. So let's go on to some shit that maybe we don't like so much. Like, you know what? Let's start off with Superman looks evil. Why?
All right.
I like your take.
Right, now, which are you just talking about overall or specific scenes?
There's a couple of scenes.
The scene where he rips Batman's mask off.
That one looks
that's maybe like a dream sequence, honestly.
Yeah, that one he looks a little evil. The one where he's standing behind Luthor as he's, I assume, creating whatever the hell it is that he's creating that we're gonna get to in a few minutes. That he's like standing behind him. He looks kind of purple. And I was like, is that fucking Superman or is that supposed to be Bizarro? I was like,
now, in that situation, yeah, I don't want to. I would say, I hope it's not Bizarro because it already seems like they're giving us Doomsday and they're going to give us Bizarro at the same time. But at the same time, Bizarro really isn't that important. Like,
yeah,
like I said, I'm not an avid DC reader, but I know that Bizarro was never significant in the Superman continuity.
True.
As far as I'm aware.
True. The one thing I would like about it being Bizarro is it would make sense as to why Bruce Wayne and Superman are having disagreements. Like, it'd be like, okay, I get it, because, you know, you got this other Superman out there who's fucking shit up and acting like an ass, and then Bruce Wayne's like, okay, now we gotta get rid of him.
Right. That would make sense.
So that would be okay.
Or it could just be the billions of dollars in property damage and thousands of dead people that had to come about as a result of his fight with Zod.
That's also very true, because they do show like a Wayne Enterprises satellite or something like that. So obviously Batman has a hand somewhere in there.
Right.
So I don't know. That part actually intrigues me. I'm very interested. Oh, Walt almost had that shit.
Right, man. I forgot about Walt.
Oh yeah, dude, Walt, man, and I got the Pearl out there, baby. But yeah, you know, so that's some stuff that I'm really intrigued by. Things I'm not intrigued by: Jesse fucking Eisenberg with his hair and his Lex Luthor-iness.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, damn, lost the ball.
I can like the hair. I don't think that's as big of an issue for me. It's just he just seems to be bad at this.
Yeah. I mean, he just like Eisenberg. I like him in some movies. Don't get me wrong. I like him in the like Adventureland. I really like him in Adventureland. There's a couple other ones. I liked him in American Ultra. It seems like he has to have Kristen Stewart there for me to like him. I guess I don't know. It's weird because nobody likes her. But yeah, you know, I like him in a couple of movies, but he always plays like the same character. It's like Seth Rogen or Michael Cera. It's always the same fucking guy, and he's doing it again with Lex Luthor.
Right, and you know, I don't mind if you do that with lesser beings, but don't do that with Lex Luthor. You stay the hell away from Lex Luthor. Right?
Especially when Lex Luthor has a very, you know, he's an established character. He has a very specific personality and whatnot, and it's damn sure not fucking that.
Well, I mean, okay, and I've been learning that there have been different, you know, installations of all these characters.
Oh, sure.
You know, after DC had its various crises and everything like that, you know, continuity changed, characters changed a bit, and that's fine. So there are going to be different takes on these characters.
Yeah, but it was never that.
Eisenberg fits into. I just don't think that Eisenberg, his range as a performer, fits in with anything that I think is deserving. Well, I don't want to say deserving of, but anything that fits Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
for me.
I totally agree with
I'm not
that.
the end-all be-all voice on Lex. I'm no authority on Lex Luthor, but just for me, it just seems forced.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It does not seem right. And here's the thing. It's not a bad script either, I'm going to say right now, as far as like dialogue goes, because he has one really, really good line. And even he says it okay, it's just the rest of him sucks. It's the part where he's talking to Lois Lane, right? And he's like, she calls him a psychopath or psychotic or whatever. He's like, that's a 3-syllable word for an idea that's too big for a little mind to understand. I was like, that's fucking Luthor, yes!
Well, okay, now here's the thing. I've heard some people complaining about that now, but I don't know if they're complaining necessarily about the line itself or him.
I think it'd probably be more about the delivery.
That's gonna be the thing. They may have there may be epic Lex Luthor dialogue, but it's coming out of great message, poor messenger.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if I thought Spacey did a good job as Lex Luthor, actually, and I think you said that too. I think if he would have delivered a line like that, yes, absolutely, that's a big hit right there, I think.
Right, but coming from Eisenberg, he doesn't deliver it with the same gravitas. You know, it's kind of like,
Yeah, because you just like, you see him and you're like, no, man, this is like the stoner kid from American Ultra. He's just goofy.
Right. Well, okay, I guess.
Maybe. Something like that. And then, let's go ahead and talk about it. So, it's revealed that I guess it's Doomsday. That's what everybody seems to be consenting. I'm still holding out hope.
Doomsday or Parasite?
Yeah.
Possibly Parasite. I'm
holding out hope that it's actually Parasite and that we don't actually have to deal with them fucking up Doomsday so bad. And
now, so I take it that you don't like, if that is Doomsday, you don't like you don't think it's up to snuff.
Oh God, no! I think the design is absolutely horrible. And here's the thing: I said Parasite at first and stuff, and I still think it might be Parasite, but I did notice he does have the protrusions a little bit on his arms.
Right.
So
it could just be Doomsday in his infancy.
Yeah. I suppose it's just like Doomsday is like. That's one of my huge things that I really like about DC is like I love Doomsday, so I really don't want them to fuck it up. But it's looking not so good right now. It looks like, you know what, they're trying to keep up with Marvel with like them bringing in Thanos and like some other major villains, and it's just really they're trying too hard. I think. Yeah. It really that one kind of pissed me off.
Okay, so desperate to bring in a big bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvel, they took a decade to establish their big bad, more or less. So,
like, for instance, I'll give you a prime example: Spider-Man 3 trying to bring in Venom and not doing him justice.
Right. So, okay, I can understand your concern with something like that happening with such a large-scale movie. And, okay. Now I do have a question. What implication do you think it would have? This movie versus. Actually, you know what? I'll wait on that. Because I was going to ask, what are the implications of this movie being a success versus Civil War being a success? Civil War can probably take the hit.
Yeah.
A lot better. The Marvel Cinematic Universe can take the hit a lot better than the DC Cinematic Universe.
Oh, absolutely. This is, I mean, if Civil War ends up being a lot better, it's gonna really really hurt DC because it's just gonna show again that Marvel is just the superior product when it comes to making movies. At least, with the exception of course, the Nolan Batman films, which, they have the one masterpiece and they have two ones that are pretty decent.
Right.
I mean, I'm saying Dark Knight Rises is at least decent. I know you were not particularly a fan.
It's not so much that I wasn't a fan, it's just I didn't understand how some thought that it was the best out of the franchise.
Oh, definitely not. I'm going to still stick with Dark Knight myself. I think it's better than Batman Begins, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, that I can get with. It.
Yeah, but is it better than Dark? Oh my God! I forgot I have Phil Jackson out there. Yes.
You actually have. Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh yes. Phil is out there, and I forgot how fucking tall he was. Like he played power forward.
He shrunk.
No, but I'm saying, like, when he was younger and he was coaching the Bulls with Michael, like, I never noticed that he's actually taller than Michael.
Yeah, man, Phil Jackson's like 6'9".
He's like 6'9", 6'8", something like that. I was like, oh my God, Phil Jackson's fucking huge. I never knew.
He was really good, and then he Oh, he was a serviceable player, I should say.
Yeah.
And I believe he started having back issues or something like that.
Yeah, he was a Tony Kukoc type of guy. You know, he's a mid-level player, but you know, pretty decent. You know, actually, I shouldn't say that. Kukoc is greatest sixth man of all time. Just saying.
That's a bold claim, man. That's a bold claim.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
People like Jamal Crawford out there. That's a pretty bold claim.
I'm taking Kukoc over Jamal Crawford.
Over Jamal Crawford.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about that.
I'm taking Kukoc, man. Kukoc can play every position.
Like, that's something I would actually have to. I would like to see that game be played out.
That would be pretty sweet. I would like to see that as well.
Between the two, because Kukoc can shoot it from pretty much anywhere, and he's technically a big.
Yep.
So,
and he's also skilled enough to handle it.
Right, he has handles, but here's the thing: Jamal Crawford has one of the best handles in league history.
That is very true. He is
so
very.
It's like that's a hell of a thing to have to deal with when you're a forward.
That is very true, and he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't even close to match him in speed. Like Jamal Crawford is so much faster.
Right, and Crawford, he's just as deadly from outside as Kukoc was. That's like,
sure.
It'd be a good. I'd like to see it played out.
I mean, yeah, 1-on-1, I'm sure Crawford would take him probably no problem because he's just like he's a little bit more of a skill player, and Kukoc, you know, he does not match the athleticism. So, I'd take Crawford, but however,
in terms of on-court impact,
yeah, on-court impact with his team,
that's a different discussion.
Yeah, because Kukoc was the second scorer.
Discussion, but a different part of it.
Yeah, because I mean, he was second scorer to Scottie Pippen when they were alone, and when Jordan came back, obviously he was the third scorer. But he was the third scorer on the Chicago Bulls when they were the champs. That's pretty good.
Okay, so I have to ask: did Doomsday ever? I know because Doomsday has come back a few different times. The only time I've actually physically read a comic with Doomsday in it was when I had the Death of Superman comic.
Yeah.
Now, he came back times after that. Did he come back, you know, like, were there, like, new iterations of Doomsday? Did he come back with eye lasers? Because he has eye lasers in this trailer.
Yeah, no, I don't think he ever did that, as far as I know. I can't quite remember. As far as I know, Doomsday does not absorb powers. He dies and he evolves so that whatever killed him cannot kill him again. That's Doomsday's power. Like he's the ultimate evolutionary life form, which is why I was thinking that it was Parasite. But, however, if you look at something like Wolverine's origins, that's what they fucking did with Deadpool, and that had nothing to do with his powers. You know.
We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Who directed the damn Wolverine's origins movie?
Fuck, I do not remember. Oh yeah. Walt Fraser's got them quick hands, bro.
Apparently.
And the mean-ass mutton chops, man. Best mutton chops ever.
They are pretty powerful.
Yeah, true. But, I'm not sure who directed Origins. I know it sucked balls. Liev Schreiber, he's Sabretooth, and he's smaller than Jackman. Huge Jackman.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, Sabretooth cannot be smaller than your Wolverine.
Yeah, that's why, like, Tyler Mane, I thought was a good choice in the first X-Men movie.
Yeah, they should have kept him.
Yeah, because he's huge and all that shit.
He looked like Sabretooth.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking man lion, which was good.
all they had to do was get him his like 90s X-Men animated series outfit. I know.
You mean the furry pimp coat?
Sabretooth is not out there for like, you know, style points.
Yeah.
He's out there to fucking terrify and maim.
He's not out there to just go out there, and he's not going to have a fucking epic monologue or some shit. He just growls at shit.
What's up, Runt? Slice, stab.
That's about the gist of it. Like, hey, Runt, what's going on? I'm about to eviscerate your ass. Bye.
Right, that's pretty much the gist of it. Like, that is the depth of his character.
It's like, what up, Jimmy? How you doing? I'm gonna fuck you up.
Pretty much. You
want to call me Bub? I'll call you Bub, Bub.
Like, Sabretooth's a bastard.
Yep. And that's
shit, who is this Lucas character getting offensive rebounds?
It's Jerry Lucas? Yeah, Jerry Lucas. I mean, dude, it's the fucking 71 fucking Knicks, man. They were awesome. They won the championship that year, I think.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I do believe...
that's the one Spike Lee's always talking about.
Yeah. Don't you remember Crooklyn? Come on, man. That was a great movie, and by great movie, I mean it was a serviceable movie.
Wait, which one is this?
Crooklyn. It is the one where it is about a little girl growing up in Brooklyn.
Crooklyn, I've always had mixed emotions about Crooklyn.
Yeah. It's definitely not Spike Lee's best work. His best work is probably, that's a hard one actually. I think Jungle Fever is really good actually.
For Spike Lee, for me, I would have to go with Inside Man.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
my personal favorite Spike Lee movie. Is either Inside Man or Malcolm X.
He Got Game is really good
actually,
too.
No. Well, yeah, I'm about to say shit, but then He Got Game is the shit. But then, no, okay, for me, it is either Inside Man or Mo Better Blues.
All right, yeah, that's a good one. That's good.
I mean, Mo Better Blues had Spike Lee, Denzel, Wesley Snipes, I believe Forrest Whitaker, Samuel L. Jackson.
That is an ensemble cast
there.
There
was a hell of a cast in that movie.
Yeah, true that. I think I'd probably go with He Got Game.
What foul? What
oh
is this
yeah,
nonsense?
oh yeah. Walt, sir, Walt. Look at him. Look at the chops. What can you do with all that?
Okay, now what about? All right, now I haven't looked at any of the Easter. I haven't been looking for Easter eggs or looked at any Easter egg videos.
Yeah.
But what if one of the Easter eggs is just that Wonder Woman's invisible jet was there and you just didn't notice it? Like, I mean, that would, or do you think Wonder Woman's invisible jet will play a role in this movie?
I think it could. I mean, it definitely would be pretty cool if they. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll have to escape from Doomsday for a second and they just take the invisible jet because he can't see the shit. Yeah,
that's a possibility. All right.
I could fuck with that. You know, I also heard Aquaman and Cyborg are supposed to show up in this movie.
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing, because I think Aquaman, they're gonna go with his. Now, is that his New 52 Aquaman uniform, or is that 90s Aquaman?
You know, I have not seen what he looks like in this movie, so I'm not sure. As long as they don't fuck him over on powers, we're cool. Like, because that's like the consistent thing. Is like everybody make fun of Aquaman because all he can do is talk to fish and breathe underwater. It's like, no, dude, he's like Namor.
Well, exactly. Here's the thing. I like Namor better as a character.
Yeah.
But like, if there's anything, if it lives at the bottom of the ocean, that's not something that you want to get into it with.
Oh no, absolutely not. God damn it! Who the fuck decided to foul him?
Hakeem the Dream.
Yeah, this guy, his name is like Dubacheski or some shit. You son of a bitch. That's what happens when a white man tries to guard Hakeem Olajuwon.
Be guarding Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah. Like, we should have had Shaq out there.
Right, we'll just leave it at that.
Bastards. But yeah, so honest opinion, what do you think about the movie? Like, do you think it's going to be good or do you think it's going to be garbage?
Alright, overall, I was excited. After watching the trailer. I'm like, holy shit, like, Batman and Superman are going to be fucking each other up. Like, to me, it looked like Batman, like, was getting the upper hand on Superman. Okay.
Oh yeah, the fight scene looked excellent between them.
Right, the fight scene between Batman and Superman, is Batman really giving him the business, or is Superman just like, I'm trying not to kill you?
I'm going to say trying not to kill him because he does say it, and also even Batman has straight up admitted if Clark really wanted to kill him at any point in time, he would immediately kill him because of his super speed.
Right. Batman wouldn't be fast enough to react to it.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be like it's not as quick as a Flash attack, but it would be like Flash used one of his standard attacks on you, which you wouldn't see coming, but it would have the strength of Superman, so you would die.
Yeah. I mean, it'd basically be like getting hit by Flash's like ultimate punch, where he runs around the world and then punches you, because that's like the same. Right. Oh yeah, oh come on, really, Walt? Man, come on, bro.
Defense, man. Hakeem got back.
Fucking
back. 3.
Can we hear a hashtag blowing it real quick? Oh, killing me, bro. But yeah, so I'm really excited for it too. Snyder didn't really let me down with Man of Steel. I liked Man of Steel, so I think it's gonna be okay. I mean, Eisenberg is still gonna suck. Doomsday's probably gonna suck. But you know what? If they make it entertaining, I'm not gonna feel that bad. It's kind of like the same way I feel about the X-Men movies. They're entertaining. I'm pissed that they're not correct, but at least I can watch it and be entertained.
Now, are you that convinced that Doomsday and Eisenberg are gonna suck?
I'm very convinced about Eisenberg. I'm pretty convinced about Doomsday. Just because, like, his origin is going to be like it's already so wrong. Unless Lex actually literally found him in an egg or some shit, and he's just all he's doing is reactivating him. He's not creating him; he's just reactivating him. That would be a little bit because that's because
where would he have found him?
In the crashed ship.
Oh, so Zod had him?
Yes, that's because Zod had all the all the pods that like make new Kryptonians or whatever.
But how does Doomsday factor into that?
Because Doomsday is an ancient Kryptonian creation. It was created by.
Wait a minute. I thought that changed with New 52.
No. Well, I mean, it might have. I don't know. I haven't like read all the new shit, but no. Doomsday creation of ancient Kryptonians, like before they became humanoids and all that shit, and it was like he was created by an alien. And the alien just basically kept putting him on this like fucked up terrible planet and letting him die over and over and over and over and over and over. And that's why he evolved into what he evolved into. And that's also why he hates life and humanity. He's like the ultimate nihilist.
Oh, and I could quite possibly be totally wrong. I don't know if that's Doomsday. I don't know what Doomsday's origin is. Like I said, the only thing I've ever actually read with Doomsday in it was the death of Superman. And he just showed up and beat the living shit out of the lesser Justice Leaguers.
And then he beat the shit out of Superman.
I don't know if that was like, they might have been like the full-fledged, Justice League at that point in time. I don't know.
It was everybody except Superman. Like GL.
Dog shit out of everybody.
Like the Lantern was there. He killed fucking Supergirl.
Yeah. I mean, he killed
melted her face.
He killed a deer for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, what is Doomsday's problem? Like, the deer didn't pose any threat, but he felt the need to kill it.
He hates Bambi. He's like, fuck this movie. It gave me nightmares as a kid. It's like,
so
I didn't like it.
Forever alters the Bambi origin story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was.
And young Bambi saw this happen, and that's what, brings about the creation of Bambi as a superhero protector of the forest.
Yes.
Saw his parents murdered before his eyes.
Bambi turns into the protector of the forest from
Batman.
No, Bambi turns into the protector of the forest from Princess Mononoke.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Yes. This is gonna happen now. Make it happen.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense. You're talking like the forest spirit.
Yeah, the forest spirit, the deer with the human face.
Deer with the man face?
Yeah.
Okay.
The man-faced deer and his fucking head that gets cut off, and I fucking love that movie.
Sam Cassell coming through in the clutch.
That was pretty nice, not gonna lie. That is my favorite Miyazaki movie, actually.
Pretty good choice.
Oh, I know. Oh, fucking Fraser! Fraser with the spinning 3!
The hell is that?
Oh my god, that was Beast is what that was. But, yeah, I know yours is Spirited Away, right?
Actually, it's The Cat Returns.
Really? Changed it up. All right, that's cool. Yeah, Cat Returns is really good. I can tell you, if you're gonna watch Grave of the Fireflies, you might want to bring some like Kleenex because that movie is fucking depressing. Defensive 3 in the key.
I think I'll manage.
Like, have you seen Grave of the Fireflies?
No, obviously not.
Yeah, it's depressing, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it's rough. It's a rough one. Need some Kleenex, brah.
I'm pretty sure I had my tear ducts removed when I was but a wee lad.
Well, yeah, that's very true. Yeah, this guy cries less than Chuck Norris, and Chuck Norris never cries.
Who?
Chuck Norris.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Like, Chuck Norris only exists to people that are lower than Chuck Norris, and Lucio fully believes that he has the gladiator powers, which make him, like, able to be better than Chuck Norris.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It sounds like, he gave you a pretty concise breakdown.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
And for those of you who don't know who Gladiator is, if you remember the I'm the Juggernaut bitch that was very popular on YouTube for a long time, the big purple fucker that beats up the Juggernaut, that would be Gladiator. And his powers are, if he believes in himself, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
More or less. It's kind of like a psionic wish fulfillment type deal where he picked up the Baxter building and he can hurl people into outer space and stuff like that. You know, and survive in a vacuum, super strength, eye lasers, all that good stuff.
So it's basically like, who's the most like fucking ridiculously confident person I know? There we go. Fucking done and done. That's how Lucio became the Gladiator.
And that's Gladiator.
Yeah. We're getting a little lag here.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think I know what it is. Hold on a second.
Bloop. Duh. I think it shot for you anyway, dude.
It did. I can't keep missing these free throws. These are easy buckets that we're losing.
Yeah, missing them easy points, bro. Sorry, Frazier's coming. Frazier's coming. Oh no. It's okay, this Lucas character. Yes. Much like in Smash, Lucas once again for the victory.
Now about the cameos, I think that Cyborg and Aquaman. I mean, how much screen time do you actually anticipate them getting?
Not much. I think they're gonna come in to fight Doomsday ? Possibly Doomsday. I think it's just gonna be for that. It's just gonna be like a little teaser for like Justice League.
Right.
And actually, oh god, DC's got some weird shit coming out, man. Just like the fact that they're doing this to try and like plug Justice League. They're not doing like any build up for any of the other characters, and then they're doing that fucking Suicide Squad, and it just like blows my mind, man. Like that whole Suicide Squad, that shit just blows my mind. It really does.
Now Ben Affleck Batman is going to tie into the Suicide Squad continuity, correct?
I mean, I hope so. That would be interesting, especially if it turned out that the theory is correct that is Jason Todd instead of the normal Joker. That would be really interesting. Also, oh yeah, I forgot. Something we should have brought up earlier. We got confirmation finally that is Bruce Wayne.
Right, no, that is not Slade Wilson masquerading as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, because if you don't know what the fuck Bruce Wayne looks like, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, I couldn't really make much sense of that when the rumor was floating around. Like, why would that make? How would that make sense for that to be Slade Wilson?
Dude, that one really threw me. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, are you fucking? Am I dumb for throwing that ball? Yes, I am. But are you fucking high?
He's the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the hell he looks like.
Yes. People know what the fuck Mark Cuban looks like. I think they know what Bruce Wayne will probably look like too.
Right, unless this is like a face-off situation.
Face/off.
I mean, hey, Batman has history with people cutting their fucking faces off.
Nice block. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it turns out that he's Hush.
That would be interesting.
That would be fucking amazing.
I just watched a back issues from Comic Pop on Hush, and I actually want to go pick up the trade and read it now.
Yeah. Hush is Hush is fucking crazy. I would highly suggest reading Heart of Hush if you're going to read any of his shit. That would be the one where he, well, again, little spoilers here. He fucking cuts out Catwoman's heart because he finds out that they're like together and stuff. And he cuts out her heart, and Batman has to go retrieve her heart. Yeah. From Hush. Like he's got it like set up.
Court violation, son of a bitch.
He's got like it's kind of like almost like what Riddler would probably do in that situation. He's got it set up with like a bunch of traps and shit, and Batman's got to go basically retrieve Catwoman's heart and get it back to her before she dies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's also the real point where it's like 100% established that Batman and Catwoman are a thing. Like, completely 100% a thing. Because she's like, she hasn't woken up yet, or at least he doesn't know she woke up. Fucking Hakeem, damn it!
The dream.
Ugh! Yeah, he doesn't know that she woke up, and he basically 100% confesses that he loves her. And I'm like, yay. Happy day. Oh, damn.
Oh, okay. Now, have there been any words in terms of a potential love interest for Batman in this film? Because I believe I believe in the trailer you see him dancing with Diana. Now, is that going to be his love interest in this film? Or
it's a possibility. He did Batman did date Diana for a while, I believe. I believe he also dated Zatanna for a while. Batman fucking dated everybody, actually. So
really good choices, actually.
Yeah, so it would not surprise me if that was the case. That could totally be the case. And he could be dating Diana. Because, I mean, they're not continuing it from the Nolan film, so it's like Catwoman does not have to be like his established love interest.
Okay.
So, yeah, I could see it being Diana. And I think that would be actually, it'd be alright. You know, that's fine. And, you know, Superman, he's got Lois as usual. What'd you think of Amy Adams as Lois in Man of Steel?
She was forgettable. Because, honestly, I describe her as forgettable because when you just mentioned it, like, I could not remember a single bit of her dialogue. Like, I can't remember a scene of her at all in that movie.
Yeah, every time I see her, like she could be a decent actress. She was in Doubt as a nun. That was a pretty decent movie. But
how do you miss the layup right in front of the basket?
Because Walt was right behind him. That's why.
Oh, okay. He heard footsteps. So.
Yeah, heard them footsteps, bro. But yeah, like I think she's a decent actress. But every time I see her, I'm like, man, she just reminds me of like a knockoff version of Isla Fisher from Wedding Crashers, the hot redhead. It's like she's a less pretty version of her.
Well, I was more so just, I mean, I just don't remember, like, she obviously, for me, didn't make a lasting impression. Like, I don't remember, I didn't remember Lois Lane was in the movie.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way. When you said that, I was like, wait, Lois Lane was in Man of Steel?
Yeah, and so was Perry White, and he was Lawrence Fishburne.
I remember Lawrence Fishburne because it was fucking Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. It's just, you know,
you can't. He's hard to forget.
Yeah, he's a great fucking actor. He's Morpheus, and he was also motherfucking Furious Styles in Boys in the Hood, which is where the fuck it is at. But yeah, so anyway, since we're almost done with this here game, final thoughts. I'm definitely excited for the movie.
Okay, final thoughts. Final thoughts. I think that it's gonna be pretty good. I think it's gonna be great, honestly.
Really?
Like, I don't know if I do. I think it's gonna be a great film.
I like your enthusiasm, dude. I like your positivity.
Well, because I mean, I really like Man of Steel, and Ben Affleck seems like he has a pretty good handle on both Bruce Wayne and Batman.
And he can be funny, and he can be a good actor.
Historically, with Batman has been, you know, we've had good Batmans and bad Bruce Waynes and good Batmans. I think Ben Affleck is going to be able to navigate that duality of man. And
so you think he's going to be both? He's going to be the good Bruce Wayne and the good Batman?
Yes, I think he'll be a good Bruce Wayne and a good Batman.
Wow, that's pretty good. And so basically what you're thinking is, as long as the stars of the movie are quality, then it's not going to matter about Eisenberg, and it's not going to matter if they fuck up Doomsday.
Well, I think it's both the strength of the actors in the film, but also I think that they're going to put together a decent plot, at least even outside of Doomsday, because I think it's going to be a really big deal. The fact that like people don't consider like the implications of what it would really be like if something like Man of Steel happened. Like if Man of Steel happened, it would literally change the world.
That's very true.
Like, there would be Senate subcommittee meeting. There would be a whole new branch of national security. There would be, you know, shit would get real quick.
That's very true. That's very true. You know, I do agree with you on that.
And the government would be they would be pushing all their chips in to either kill, capture, or clone Superman. True
that. All right, so I think that's going to be a wrap for this one. I hope everybody enjoyed our little thoughts here. You can join us on the next Film Frenzy, which I think is what we're going to call this, the SuperSmashers Film Frenzy. I like it.
I think the reason we lost is because the Knicks are playing in high socks with low chucks. We're out there, and that's probably what it was. They had the strength.
Right on. We'll be doing this again for some more movies, so join us next time. And you know what? Let us know what you think about Batman v Superman. You know, give us some comments. Let us know what you think about the movie and what it's going to be like. Cool? All right. Good night.
Or about any potential movies, video games, topics, or whatever that you would like covered in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll be trying to do this every time a new Marvel movie comes out or anything that captures our interest. Hopefully, we're gonna do one about the new Star Wars trailer, and we're gonna do one about the Civil War.
There will be a Star Wars and a Civil War video coming sometime soon.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good night, everybody.